Today, the angels have a powerful message for you. It is time to understand how indestructible you are. How many times have they tried to weaken you, to pull the ground out from under you, but in the end, they were the ones who fell? How many times have you been underestimated, misunderstood, and yet, you remain standing, stronger than ever? The truth is that there is an unshakable strength within you, a light that blinds those who do not know how to value you, and often, they only realize it when they have already lost you. You are one of those people that one only encounters once in a lifetime, as if God had planned this meeting to bring a unique lesson. The purpose of this meeting may change according to each person's story, but in any case, there is something in you that is simply extraordinary, especially in the way you love. There's a special touch, something almost magical in the way you deal with relationships around you. With every new connection, it's as if you have a natural gift for knowing exactly what to do or say, always finding the perfect balance. It's as if you have a radar to identify what each person needs, even before they themselves realize it. No matter the situation, you are there, present, bringing calm, clarity, and a sense of identity that is rare to find. When people feel lost or in doubt about who they really are, you appear and with a few words or gestures, manage to show them a version of themselves that they may have never seen before. It is an ability that cannot be taught or bought. It is something that comes from within, from your way of being, from your genuine empathy and your keen eye for what truly matters. This way of seeing the world, of deeply connecting with what each person brings within themselves, is something that many try, but few achieve. You do not limit yourself to the superficial. You dive deep, find what is essential, what truly makes sense. And perhaps that's what makes you so special. You give people the chance to rediscover themselves, to recognize themselves in their purest form. In these hurried times, where everything seems urgent and everyone feels so distant, you bring relief, a pause. It's as if the world could breathe a little easier by your side. You don't do this for recognition or applause. You do it because it's who you are. And perhaps that's why your presence is so necessary, so remarkable. You are that type of person who carries a rare inner strength, a courage that is not seen every day, especially when it comes to love. Not everyone has the capacity to truly give themselves, without masks, without fear of being who they are. This makes you special, someone who stands out without even trying. But at the same time, it also exposes you. Some people are not ready to deal with so much authenticity, so much transparency. They end up not knowing how to react, and sadly, some may even try to take advantage of your vulnerability. But you know, there is something greater, something beyond our understanding. And when these situations happen, it's as if a divine force steps in, interrupting what was wrong, protecting you from more suffering. Because you are not here by chance, you have a purpose. And in a way, you become a lesson in the lives of these people. At the moment, they may not realize it, but later when you are no longer around, they get it. They understand that they lost something valuable, that they had the chance to learn from you, but they let it slip away. It's not just the fact that you have distanced yourself that affects them, but the way you decided to close the chapter, without bitterness, with your head held high. There is something almost sublime in how you manage to say goodbye and still leave your mark. Even when you are far away, your presence is felt, your energy still lingers in the air, like a fragrance that no one can forget. And yes, it's possible that you feel disappointed with the way things turned out, but God always takes care of you, never lets you fall. You have been shaped in a special way, with the ability to learn from every fall, to teach by example, but always with a heart ready to move forward and love again. And that is exactly what makes those who have been in your life so uneasy, realizing that maybe they were not everything you deserved. Maybe they didn't reach the level of someone like you, and this realization is something difficult to face. The pain of seeing you rise, move on, and connect with other people, people who seem to fit more with your essence, is something many cannot easily accept. That's why there is always a force from the past, a current from the past, trying to reclaim a piece of you, wanting to relive what for you has already turned into a lesson and part of your past. And you know what? It's not easy for them to accept that you have this ability to restart, to rebuild with a grace that is uniquely yours. When they realize that you are not tied to what was, that you choose the path of peace, of evolution, it scares them. They see in you something they lack, a shine of courage and authenticity that cannot be extinguished. And while you walk, attracting new opportunities and new people, they remain stuck trying to understand what they lost. But you go on, because you know that every step, every choice, is guided by something greater, something they may never understand. Maybe you feel a certain nostalgia in the air, that sensation that something from the past still lingers in your life. It may be a clear perception, or perhaps a vague feeling that someone left behind is watching you from afar, noticing your steps towards the future. It's as if these people are sensing a vibrant change in your energy, a rebirth, and that makes them uncomfortable because they are beginning to see who you really are, without masks, without reservations. But you know that the best thing for your soul is to move forward, leave the past where it belongs, and focus on living in the present, day by day, without getting lost in old traps. And it is in this moment of transition that something special is emerging on your path. There is a new presence in your energetic field, a person who may still be a mystery to you, but who provokes a different feeling in your heart, a desire to know, to understand more deeply. It could be that this person has appeared like a gentle breeze, almost unnoticed, but gradually they are revealing themselves, like a book that is still being written. There is an invitation, almost whispered, for you to trust in something beyond appearances, to open your heart and allow this person's energy to blend with yours. All of this is part of a greater journey, of your path in love and the discovery of who you really are. Because your essence is someone who seeks the truth, who doesn't want to settle for the superficial, who desires to look into the eyes and see the other's soul. You want to decide your future based on what is best for you, on what resonates with your purest, most genuine energy. Sometimes it seems like you can read people's souls, even when there's nothing evident at first glance. It's as if you have a natural sensitivity, a sixth sense that helps you perceive things that escape ordinary eyes. Your intuition is powerful, a true ally in moments when logic seems insufficient. That uncomfortable feeling that arises for no apparent reason, that small unrest deep in your chest. You know it's not for nothing. When you encounter someone and feel that something isn't right, even if the person is trying to hide or mask their true intentions, there's a vibration in the air, a different energy that only you seem to perceive. You feel a lightness or a heavier burden, a chill down your spine, perhaps even a different palpitation. And no matter how much no one around you can understand where this sensation comes from, you know you need to trust it. You are being guided by an invisible force that makes you believe in what you feel, even if you don't understand where this certainty comes from. You know, there is a protection around you that you might not even notice, but that is guiding you and keeping you safe, even when things seem a bit confusing. And while this person might think they're hiding the game, you've already noticed signs, perhaps a look, a loose sentence, or even that feeling in your chest that makes you think twice. Yes, this might be making you anxious. After all, you care, and those who care usually create expectations, dream about what's to come, project moments, and idealize the future. But that's where your intuition comes in, that inner voice that knows when something is out of place. It is your most loyal ally. You know how much you've already been through, and yet, you still believe in love, in the beauty of real connections. It's not that you don't want to give yourself fully, it's that you understand the value of a heart and therefore you protect it. You aren't the type to play all your cards at once, because you know that love is like a delicate dance. You need to feel the rhythm, know your partner, understand the music. You know that giving your heart to someone is a process, not a race. And that's precisely what makes you unique, the way you value each step, without rushing, but with firmness. You recognize yourself on this path. You build things calmly, prefer certainty over impulse, and don't let yourself be swayed only by appearances or the idea of what could be. You need to feel, see with your own eyes, touch with your own hands. You are someone who seeks something that goes beyond the surface, who wants more than pretty words and empty promises. You want truth. And because of that, it often seems like you never fully gave your heart, because not just anyone will have the privilege of receiving it. You know you deserve something real, something worth it. And until you feel that this connection is true, you will keep your guard up, you will observe, you will wait for the right moment to open up. You feel this tension in the air, don't you? This heavy energy that surrounds every time you think about this person. There's something she wants to say, but the words don't come, they stay stuck, hidden behind a wall of insecurity or maybe even fear. Deep down, it seems like she saw you come into her life like an unexpected storm. Nothing was planned, no romance was in the cards. She wasn't emotionally ready, mentally balanced, or spiritually open for it. It was internal chaos. But then you appeared and changed everything. Hey, then comes that inevitable reflection. Did all this have a purpose? Because look, time is a funny thing. You were placed face to face, as if the universe had pressed a button and said, now is the time. And you had to make decisions. Choose between staying in the comfort zone or diving headfirst into something new, different, maybe even scary. And you know what's crazier? This person now realizes that you never belonged to them, not really. The time together was like a lesson that needed to be learned. Today they understand that there was something between you that needed to be set free, something that was neither yours nor theirs, but that was there, holding you. And when it was gone, there was a sense of relief, of peace, as if a weight had been lifted off their shoulders. And because of that, they believe that you, in some way, saved them. That your presence at that moment was crucial, that it pulled them out of a hole of sadness, a solitude that consumed slowly, silently, but deeply. Your presence in their life brought a significant change, a new perspective on everything, as if fresh air had invaded every space. A new path began to be traced, with new possibilities emerging at every step. This message is a sign, a light point that connects things in a special way and brings clarity about something you might have already felt. This person is deeply grateful to you. Grateful because you did not let the pains and stumbles of the past turn your heart to stone. She realizes now how much she was trapped by memories, faces, stories that should have been left behind. The past was like an anchor that did not let her move forward, and now with you beside her, she sees it differently. Because you arrived and, with your presence, helped to dismantle those layers of protection she had built around herself. Those defenses that once seemed impregnable suddenly became lighter, easier to leave behind. She sees you as someone with the power to heal. Someone who, even after facing many battles, still keeps an open heart, the capacity to feel, to truly love. And that was something she didn't expect to find. For her, it's incredible how you manage to see beyond appearances, how you are capable of touching the soul of people and showing them what they need to see, even if they don't know it yet. It's a rare gift, an ability that makes all the difference to those around you. When she thinks of you, she feels that your presence is essential, not just a desire, but a need. It's as if you bring something that no one else can offer. Others may want to be by your side, but she feels that, more than anyone else, she is the one who truly needs you. This clarity only came when she realized how surrounded she was by wrong choices, by wrong people. She recognizes the value of your energy, knows that you have the power to protect, to lift up those who are by your side. And she believes that, among all the options, she is the best choice for you. She understands that you are much more important than you imagine, that you touch the lives of others in a very profound way. The more you realize this, the more you open yourself to incredible experiences, to encounters that elevate, that transform. For her, the connection between you is becoming stronger and clearer. And she believes that the universe will bring signs, confirmations that will help solidify this bond even more. She feels that soon, new revelations will arise that will help strengthen this relationship, making it even more special. If you still have doubts about this connection, perhaps it's time to wait a little longer, to open yourself to the signs that are coming your way. Believe that God is hearing your thoughts, your feelings. Have patience to listen to what He has to say to you. He will guide you along the right paths, those that lead you to correctness, lightness, luck, and the abundance of blessings. Allow your spirit to absorb these words and feel them resonate deeply within you. The universe wants the best for you and will ensure a positive outcome, no matter what your choice may be. Type, I absorb, receive, and accept my destiny and everything the universe has to offer me, to claim this message and the blessings contained within it for you. Leave a positive comment for other viewers who may need a boost of positivity in their day. The universe sees this as an act of kindness. Let's uplift each other and create waves of good energy together. If you aren't already subscribed to the channel, subscribe right now and stay tuned to the important message awaiting you in the next video. May God and the universe light your steps with peace, love, and faith. Amen.